It's Pastor Becky here with the Wednesday Word for November 16th. This coming Sunday, it's Christ the King Sunday. It's the day where we honor and glorify our King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the only ruler of our hearts and our lives, Jesus Christ. It's also the last Sunday of the church year. The next Sunday we gather together after this one, we will begin Advent. And as we gather together this week, we will read Paul's words to the church in Colossae, letter to the Colossians, chapter 1, verses 11 through 20. It starts with one of these great prayers that Paul prays for his churches. We could learn a lot about how we could pray for one another from reading the beginning of Paul's letters. Listen now for the word of God. May you be made strong with all the strength that comes from his glorious power, so that you may have all endurance and patience, joyfully giving thanks to the Father who has enabled you to share the inheritance of the saints in the light. He has rescued us from the power of darkness and transferred us into the kingdom of his beloved Son, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins. Jesus Christ is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. For in him all things in heaven and on earth were created, things visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or powers. All things have been created through him and for him. He himself is before all things, and in him all things hold together. He is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, so that he might come to have first place in everything. For in him all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell, and through him God was pleased to reconcile to himself all things, whether on earth or in heaven, by making peace through the blood of his cross. This is the word of God for the people of God. Thanks be to God. This coming Sunday at Peace, we gather to worship. You can join us at 11 a.m. in our sanctuary or online via Zoom. If you're looking for a church to call home or a place to consider the God who has reconciled all things to himself through Jesus Christ, I hope that you'll join us. May God bless you and keep you this day and always.